Hello everyone, Barok here, and today we're going to, maybe if everything goes really well, finish Lilly Looking Through. Now, I literally just played through this probably not but 10 minutes ago, and I gotta tell you, the next puzzles coming up are downright insidious if you didn't pay attention during, the earlier formative years of your school years, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really pay attention to this whole thing. It's a lot to do with colors. Now obviously the first order of business is we got to get our goggles back, and mainly you can't really do anything else besides just ring the bells or jump in there, but there's no point in jumping in the water yet. And you can't really just jump over. That'd make it way too easy, so let's start ringing bells. I may have already knew which bell to ring, so I'm just saving everybody time. Now, the problem is, how do we get up there to get the goggles? The answer is, you don't. Through a leap of logic, we have to knock them down. That must be one heck of a vibration from that bell, because I don't think that should be moving goggles. I'm not sure why you have to do this 3 times, but you gotta do it 3 times. Don't ask me why. Oh crap. Who didn't see that one coming? Well, you can jump in there right now, but again, there's no point. You can't actually do anything in there. You have to clear the water up. How does one clear the water up? I don't know. But through another leap of logic, and basically by process of I don't know what to do, so I'm going to mess around with the bells a bunch of times, I think I figured out what you actually have to do. My guess through the whole thing is you combine green and blue, and you somehow make this yellow. Yeah, this is kind of foreshadowing to what's going to be down there. It's another color puzzle, folks. To be honest, I kind of just whoops my way through this and figured out, oh, what the hey, that's nice. But yeah, in my opinion, this puzzle down here in this next area is the most difficult in the whole game. I'm not saying that it is the most difficult, but to me, it was certainly the most difficult. Mainly because you don't really know what you're doing, and I'm not afraid to admit, I wrote down what I did. There might be more than one way to do this, but for the sake of my sanity, and for everybody out there's convenience, I'm pretty much just going to refer to this. So, now there are 2 different bells for each one of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 bells here. And you have to get, depending on where you are in the puzzle, these to be different colors. The top bell actually rings it. The bottom bell, I'll show you here. So this is blue right now, and the bottom part is orange. The top part sucks in, the bottom part spits out. I realize those were not the best words to be using in this game, but oh well. Now, to get going here, we need to ring the blue bell, because our goal here is to get them all to be one color. In my case, I believe it was purple. So you take the blue out, and now we're left with this. We need to ring the orange bell. Again, I'm not ashamed to admit, this was pretty much all from my writing. I'm going off of, if I wrote this wrong, this is going to take a very long time, because I'm going to have to figure it out all again. Needless to say, I don't really want that to happen. So, next we need to ring the yellow bell, which would be this. It's already at yellow, so yay! I'm sorry, I can't really give compelling commentary when personally, it's not my favorite puzzle in the first place, but it's not a bad puzzle, it's just I'm not too good with color puzzles. It would be a little different if they actually told you what your whole goal is. They don't give you a goal. The only real goal that you have is, well, what would illuminate this dark cavern? Well, you want it all to be yellow. That's the only logic I ever came up with. I was like, well, maybe if it's yellow I can see something. And apparently that was right. So, now we need to ring the blue bell. Yes, I know. I'm reading off of a piece of paper. This is so entertaining. But the point here is, we need to get this yellow, so we need to take the blue out, and this should turn it... Well, I guess I probably should have known that blue and red makes purple. You see, I didn't pay attention. Did not pay attention in, kindergarten, I think, is when we learned all this stuff. That and it doesn't help the fact that I darn near failed art. How does one nearly fail art? I don't know. I did it, though. I can draw anime, manga characters. I just can't do what they wanted me to do in school with colors and all that. It doesn't make any sense to me either. I do know from my limited amount of knowledge without even looking at the paper that I think we have to ring red next. If I screw this up, crap. But I think if you take red out, this will turn yellow. Haha. Now the camera pans out, and what do we see here? Yes. But don't worry, the hardest part is still coming up. Well, maybe not the hardest part, but good God in heaven, do you really want to know how long this took me to figure out? You don't. You don't want to know. Yep. And for the record, for anybody curious, I don't actually know if you can actually drown. I never really tried to figure out because that's kind of morbid, so I didn't really even want to try it. But yep, there's a big hole here. There's a big rock here. Let's try pushing it. We're underwater. Maybe the lack of resistance might actually help. What do you know? It actually worked. Alright, let's try going through. Pray tell, what's in here? I don't want you to push the... Okay, I guess you do have to actually take the goggles off. I didn't take the goggles off last time. I did take the goggles off last time. I just thought, well, maybe she's smart enough to actually go through there. Apparently not. I guess here, because you can't actually move the rock, she's like, oh, I guess I have to go through now. I don't know. They'll show you the reason why you couldn't do that before, but I guess that was the logical reason there. Yep. A big purple room. That's what we're in. And if you guess that we're going to have to change this with the bells in the previous room, you're absolutely correct. And if you didn't notice, this is a frozen pond we're sitting in. Well, not pond, but this is a frozen puddle we're sitting in. So we have no real choice but to leave and come back. So, what do we need to change that color to? I believe it's also yellow, so we can actually see in there. I think. Let's see. We need to go back to the bell so we can actually, you know, breathe. That's kind of important for sustaining life, I'm told, oxygen. Though I'm pretty sure by now we would have exhausted all the oxygen that's in that, bell, but, oh well. Well, maybe not. I'm not familiar with how long it takes to lose oxygen in that environment. So that whole thing's purple, so we're basically working backwards. We're taking out all the blue in there, and that would make it... I know I should remember this. Was it red? It's red in there now? I don't know. Yep. Seriously, like I said, you don't want to know how long this took me to frickin' do. I mean, I shudder to think that this was all just whoops on my end, but I'm ashamed to say I think it might have been. I think it might have been. Oh, this just got a lot darker, didn't it? Alright. So if my memory's right here, this should be right. Red. Please? Please be right. Take the red out and that should be yellow. Because it was orange. I think. I'm confused now. I think that's right. Yes, this is the one puzzle that you don't want me to... I can't explain it to you. I'm not smart enough in these matters. I'm not an artiste. I'm not even competent in art. So, you know, there's that. Oh, we can see, thankfully. So, get out of this, and then this is as far as I wrote down. So from here, it's going to get a bit dicey, because I don't remember what you're... Oh, okay, we're basically winging it now. I think anybody can see what the whole point is here. We're going to just basically jump from here to here, all the way up. But what's the end game, you ask? What are we doing all this for? There's nothing over here. There's no point to doing this. There's a point, sir, or madam. As long as you don't forget what your mechanic they didn't explain was, you hopefully should be fine. I don't remember if we have to... I don't think we do have to do that here, otherwise we'd fall. Alright. Jesus. Okay, so... go over... Okay, I thought that was random last time. Apparently that is scripted right there. Bless you, Lily. Yep, so what do we do now? There's nothing up here. Well, there was something over on this thing, in the other timeline. This looks dangerous, doesn't it? Thankfully that broke the water, the ice, so we didn't break our legs. But we want that. We want that. Yes. What do we want with an icicle when there's ice all around? Well, you'll find out. I don't know why we can't go back down while the goggles are on, but whatever. We don't really need to be there anymore. That's pretty much all we were there for. Now, we could go up here, and we will, because that's pretty much where we're supposed to go here. I kind of cheesed this whole thing by writing down, but I'm sorry. If we wanted this to be done in an expedient manner, and for me to retain my sanity, this was the way it had to be done. Okay, so... if you're... I don't remember if I showed the right side of the map, but we'll see it now. Because, yep, these three maps are connected. So these are basically one big area. It's actually quite flowing. Yep. So what's this place look like with your goggles on? Well, you ready? A frozen wasteland. I don't know how an ice pick or an ice sickle breaks a bunch of ice. I don't know. Don't ask me. But that's what it's doing. And from here, it's fairly elementary, my dear Watson. Just waltz our butts on over here, and we shall be over where... what was his name? Did they ever say his name yet? I don't remember if they said his name yet in-game. Well, near where the... yeah, him. The kid. Or, I don't know if that's her brother, her friend, or who that is. Open the door. Alright, that's locked. This took me a few minutes to remember what to do here. Okay, so... I don't know why they just stuck you here. I guess it was just for one of those... I thought this would take me all the way back. It doesn't take you all the way back. It just puts you here, inside the house. Well, this just doesn't look like it's going to work, but... jump, I'll catch you, I promise. Come on. Is his name Ro? That sounds familiar. Aww.
Ro!
Yeah, Ro is not the most patient young lad, but okay, I guess we'll follow him. Why he's doing this, I don't know. Maybe... I don't think they ever give a reason. Oh, you're right, the final puzzle in the game. I could try and do this right now. I could finish this right now. Oh god, I didn't write any of this down. This was horrible. Not horrible. This was a fairly complex puzzle, but I think I can do this. We're trying it. We're finishing this now.
Slow down!
We are finishing the fight. This just looks like it's a bad idea. Yeah. Are you okay? Is anybody dead? Okay, nobody's dead. That's good. That's always good. Oh wait. I just remembered. This was another color puzzle. Oh god, I'm not going to be able to do this. Well, we'll finish it next time. I'm sorry, folks. I just got your hopes up, and then I remembered, alright, there's a color puzzle here. And this took me about as long as the previous one did, and I don't want to do that again right now, trying to figure it out on camera. So next time will be the end of Lilly Looking Through. Thank you guys very much for watching, and again, sorry for being a little mechanical. I don't like doing that, but, well, when you don't understand something, you're trying to explain it, it's a little difficult. So hopefully I shall see you guys later, and as always, if you'd like to support the channel, you may wish to like or even subscribe for easier access to future content. Thank you for watching, everyone. Farewell.